Hi, this is our 10-minute standing leg spark bar sequence. You're going to need your chair, and that's actually it for this part. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to stand behind the chair, so hopefully you can see me well enough. You're going to take your feet out nice and wide. So nice wide second. Feet are slightly turned out. Knee is exactly over your ankle. So just take a look and make sure that that lines up well. It should be kind of challenging to start, so go wide enough that, again, you're comfortable and have control, but it feels like a good challenge. Squeeze your feet to the floor, and then let's lift all 10 toes up, and then sink the hips just a little bit. Squeeze the toes to the floor, engage the pinky toe edge, big toe mounds, and the center of the heel. Squeeze your seat, draw your navel in, and lift the rib cage up just a little bit, shoulder blades down the back. So we're going to hold here in a nice deep second position plie. We're going to squeeze down and up. So basically you want to push away, push the floor away, squeeze up and squeeze down. So again, we're going to create a nice strong contraction on the way down as the same as on the way up. So you're going to lift and lower, squeeze, and again, you've hopefully just warmed up a little bit with some marches in place for just a couple moments, or a walk outside before we get into this nice strong work. Okay, so let's do 4 more like this, just pushing, nice strong control, down and up. Good. So hold it here, and we're going to lunge toward the right. So I'm going to take my left leg, pivot forward, draw the knees. I'll move my chair just a little bit so you can see better. I'm going to draw my front knee over the ankle and my back knee right underneath the hip. I'm going to squeeze straight down and up. So draw your navel in, chest lifted, shoulder right over the hip. Squeeze down and up, down and up. Good. Squeeze straight down, push right through the heel of this front foot, really engaging this glute. And let's hold it here, find your most challenging place. Draw your navel in, lift your chest up, lift up and lower, lift up. So teeny tiny, about an inch. Lift and lower, chin parallel to the floor, big breath. Hold here, elongate the lower back by just lengthening the tailbone, drawing the navel in, just teeny tiny pulse, pulse, pulse. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it low on 1, and then lift up tall. Come back to your second position plie. So again, you're back behind your chair. We're going to squeeze down and up, down and up. So again, grip the floor with the feet, draw the navel in, keep the belly lift, and squeeze up, down and squeeze up. Good. Keep going. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, so I'm going to turn to the other side. So I'm going to move my chair just a little bit. Lift up, turn the back leg so both toes are pointing in the same direction. Drop the back knee directly underneath the hip. You're going to squeeze down and up. So you want to take this knee and make sure it's right over the ankle, not going forward. Belly tight, chest lifted. You don't have to use the chair if you don't want to right here. It's probably right in front of you anyway. So let's do 2 more. Now find your most challenging position and hold it. Good. So now you're going to make the lift a little smaller. So you're going to lift an inch and lower an inch. Lift an inch and lower an inch. Lift an inch and lower an inch. Good. Keep everything super tight. Good. 2 more. Hold it there. Draw the navel in, lengthen that tailbone. Secure the front knee and just teeny tiny pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so I'm going to lift up and turn back to my second position. Nice and wide. So anchor again, wave it side to side just a little bit. Big breath, we're almost there. Lift those 10 toes up. Again, Push the pinky toe mound down, push the heel down, and push the base of the big toe. Squeeze the toes to the floor. Okay, so hold here. We're going to do some pliés. We're going to do 4 of them. 4, 3, 2. Now they're getting really hard. And 1. Now hold. If you can, you're going to come up, releve both heels. Now you don't have to do that. That's much more difficult, so keep it in the flat foot position as needed. I'm going to bring both hands on my chair. I'm going to squeeze down an inch and lift. Down an inch and lift. Down an inch and lift. Good. Down an inch and lift. Very small, very controlled. Belly stays tight. Keep breathing. Good. Big inhales and exhales through the nose. We are almost there. Good. Now hold it. Hold it, teeny tiny pulse. Even smaller, if you can. Smaller and stronger. Push, push for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it on 1. Very carefully squeeze those heels to the floor. Stay low in the plie. Inhale the right arm up and then the left. Good, big breath. Really squeeze, isometric hold here. Squeeze the feet to the floor, draw the navel in. Hold it as low as you can, drop an inch and hold it. Big breath for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, inhale up. Take yourself to the front of the chair. Good. Okay, so we're going to work on the seat a little bit, so we're just going to change up the fold over position just a little. So you're going to place your hands on the seat of the chair. Bring your feet into a narrow first. So start with the big toe mounds touching. Rock back and separate the toes, not all the way out. So it looks like a little V down there. Soften the knees a little bit. Take the belly, lower belly, and pull it up. Squeeze your sit bones back. We're going to lift the right leg up and then extend. Good, so you're going to point the toe, draw the lower belly in again and lengthen the lower back. So protect that lower back. Soften and keep this standing leg in a plie and hold it up there for a couple breaths. And just use those big muscles in the glutes to hold it up. You're going to squeeze up an inch and lower. 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 And when you lower, you're just lowering to hip height, okay? So not lower than that. Squeeze up and up. Excuse me. And up and up. Good. Let's do 4 more. Up and up. And hold it. Little pulse, pulse, pulse. Really squeeze right in there. Nice, small, strong movement for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Carefully bring that leg down. Come back to your first. Take a big breath. Good. Soften again those knees. Lift the left leg up. Extend back in your arabesque. Draw your lower belly in. Lengthen the lower back. Lift up. Squeeze your seat. Soften the standing leg. Elongate again through the torso. So lift the heart right up. Place some space between the shoulders. Good, you're going to lift an inch and lower. Lift an inch and lower. Lift an inch and lower. Right into the seat and lower. Lift and lower. Little tiny, really strong lifts. And again, when you lower, you're not lowering past your hip height if you can help it. Push. And push. Good, keep breathing. Big inhales and exhales through the nose. Exhale, draw the navel in. Let's do 4 more. 2 more. Hold it on 1, teeny tiny pulse. Teeny tiny pulse. So you're lifting from a lifted position. Squeeze up and up and up and up for 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so bring it to first again. Take a big plie. Lift it up. Good, we'll finish up. One little set of first position. Come to the back of your chair. Come back to first. Lift up into a releve and squeeze those heels together. Lower into the deepest plie that you can. Draw your navel in. Lengthen the tailbone. Shoulder right over the hips. Squeeze those heels together. We're going to squeeze down an inch and lift. Good. So create a nice strong contraction. Again, of equal strength on the way up and on the way down. Push. Good. Push. Yes, we got to finish up. Keep it 10 minutes. Nice and short but strong. Good, let's do 4 more. 3, 2, now hold it on 1, hold it on 1. Find that challenge, lower an inch or 2, squeeze those heels together, draw the navel in, little tiny pulse, squeeze. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it on 1 and just hold it as best you can. Squeeze those heels together, big breath. Good, 1 more big breath. And squeeze all the way up. Good, give yourself a little quadricep stretch, draw those knees toward each other, lift the chest up. Switch sides. Good, last stretch. Sit on your chair. Cross one ankle above if you keep the foot flexed. Tip forward from the hip, maybe stretch farther forward. Big hip stretch, let your head fall. Very gently bring your hands back to your knees. Roll yourself up. Switch. Stretch forward. And you can stop either here, hands on your legs, or reach through, big breath. Good. And then very carefully roll yourself up. Good. All right, let's move on to floor work. More legs. Yeah.